welcome to the Heuristic of the Month video. So I'm Dr. John Lyons. The point of these videos is our life and the impact that we have on the lives of others comes down to the decisions that we make. And those decisions are often informed by the ways that we think. That's what bias comes from. That's where we can make mistakes when we're in too big of a hurry and so forth. So the concept of the TCOM heuristics is to give you some basic decision guides that you can remember, that when you're faced with a decision, you can think about the decision guide and it'll help you in your work and your life. The idea is that these are just ways to think about guidelines about how you think about your choices that you're going to make, because the quality of your work is in fact defined by the quality of your decisions.
Sometimes you have to slow down to speed up.
We are all busy. In fact, according to some research, the response busy has actually replaced fine as the standard response to the question, how are you doing?
How you doing?
I'm busy. I'm just so busy. When you feel busy, it's easy to feel rushed. You might feel that you have to hurry through all the things you have to do in order to get everything done. The less you value an activity, the more likely you are to cut corners and sacrifice quality in order to obtain speed. If we want to be effective, however, we need to learn to slow ourselves down.
Like these people. So high fives to everyone for some reason.
Have you ever watched firefighters when they arrive at a fire? Where are you walking? There's a fire! They might look to you like they're taking their time, but this is actually what they're trained to do. Rushing into a dangerous situation could be risky to them and the people needing rescue. By sticking to protocol, checking their equipment, and then proceeding into danger, they protect themselves and increase the likelihood of successful rescue. The message to the rest of us? Slow down. Focus on the job and you will serve everyone better. We often hear people complaining that they don't have enough time to complete the Tecom tools. But when we explore these comments, we learn that frequently the problem isn't actually the length of the tools. Once most folks understand and use the tool, it can become pretty easy. The thing is that the tools demand a fairly comprehensive understanding of people's stories, and getting those stories takes time. But here's the deal. You cannot effectively help someone if you don't fully understand them. Rushing into a treatment intervention before doing a full assessment is a bad idea. But waiting weeks to do an assessment is also a bad idea because people can be suffering in the meantime. So it becomes critical to really get to know people early in the process. And that means we have to commit the time to making that happen. Doing a thorough job with our initial assessment actually gains us time in the long run. All that time we put in early in the process will pay big dividends later.
Sometimes you have to slow down to speed up.
That's our TCOM heuristic of the month.
So, you've heard the heuristic of the month. Now you have an opportunity to join the collaborative by participating in a contest. So please think about this particular heuristic. Come up with an example from your work or your life where this way of thinking has helped you in some way. Record a brief video and send it to us. And if we choose to post you on the blog or on the TCOM channel, then we will send you a TCOM heuristics pin. So good luck. Thanks for participating.
Each month, we'll follow up on our heuristic of the month by highlighting some heuristics heroes. If you've been inspired by this video, then tell us a story of a time that you've slowed down to speed up.
Record a video of yourself telling the story in 2 minutes or less and send it to us at communications@pradefoundation.org. Submissions selected to be featured will earn their sender a TCOM Heuristic Hero pin and our everlasting gratitude. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. Remember, you have to slow down to speed up.